Whoa, I don't know where to start at all, really. Greatest things are unfolding. So welcome everyone. The newest updates are really blowing my mind again and again and again, like each and every time. I was thinking whether I make this video or not, because I'm gonna talk about this mother victim of Hamas also, because yesterday she came to me because I was watching the videos of the news, in the news, and I have to say a few things and maybe a few interesting things for you. So I thought less people are watching my videos, I can do that. So there's a lot of things that are quite private for me, but I'm so sure there are also in connection to you. But I'm gonna talk about what's going on for all of us, because it's we had the diamond. We had this diamond within us, this the greatest calling, the raying out, the sun is God's source in us. We is opening up conduits and then raying this God source out through us, and like enlightening, shining into our worlds to break through darkness and blockades, whatever. So they're pretty much working that everything is there right now. We worked a lot and we now have a lot of skills and abilities and just states in our body that we can use, that we can experience with joy. And the important thing is that we just do that, not just saying we have that now. So all the chakras, when the chakras went open, and it's to be open, but so respectful, so mindful, so full of love, light, adoration. And as I said, respect, it's so very much about respecting each other right now, and each other's light. And to open up to the flow of abundance. That because we are getting massive income of options, of timeline options that we can use. Yes. And the message of my tea, the love letter of my tea always, it says, the universe lies within you, bright and wonderfully. But I think I said that already, but it's very important as it seems again. So then in the middle of February, I was sitting in the sun, and the heart sun, I saw a grid around the heart sun, and I saw it so multidimensional heart space, plasma. And I heard it's a sun grid around the heart. So it's the garden grid. So clear yourself and act out of a multidimensional space. And I don't know if you have that too. You can write me in the comment section below if you are getting so many answers to your questions just by time. I have so many questions sometimes, and it's usually it's not so much possible that you just get them, so, but they are like unrolling, unfolding all the time. And I just sit there and meditate or staring out of the window, and the answers are coming, coming, coming. And this is so cool somehow, because it's like a life journey and adventure without having someone to talk to and really ask them. It's like so magical answering magical answers in the etheric realm that is around. So yeah, we have pretty much a solar plexus opening and a sex center, a sexuality center, and underbelly multidimensional opening. And of course the heart also is like from the below, it's coming upwards. Very interesting also. And I see a lot of symbols, golden symbols. And now comes it was opening the multiverses in the multi-dimensions, not just one. Opening up for highest outcomes. So, and what they're telling me now is so important that if you are reaching for highest outcomes, for highest sparks, for the highest things ever in your life. So don't be satisfied with the first thing the universe is serving you. Just reach higher and higher and higher and seek for that highest spark within you. And therefore you have to go into self-work, and self-work like not a hard self-work. It's more like to listening into your heart space and to compare how, if it's the highest state of your heart, or is there more capability of that, and it can rise and rise and rise, even try to top the highest that you've ever experienced. Yeah, so this is to top all your imaginations, all your possibilities, all your joy, just to top it and top it and top it. And sometimes you don't need to do something at all, just listen always to it. We come into a year of listening. I had it with a card spread with my clients. It's all about listening, very deep, very emotionally. Yes. So what they do now also is, I was working with the Lyrans out at the fields with the Lyran aliens, and I was talking about the soul families. They are coming together. Since Corona, they are like sliding together so that they meet and they feel so much drawn to each other and so much like fired up so that you can't be away from each other. It's just has to be like that. And they come together, and now it were the codes that we're not losing each other, that we support us, that we're feeling into each other. Like I said, there's a respect and this honoring and everything. Love, peace, beauty, and happiness, being united. And what's also indicated, calming, to calm down, although it's very hard with those soul people, because you have such your energy is going so high that you do so hard sometimes to stay focused and stay rational. I have to say that. Yeah, so everything is renewed. We have so many renewed codes out there, renewed energies, multidimensional energies in the etheric realm, on the ground. And it's like God's source said, I will renew everything. And it's like that. It's clearing space for a new earth. What's also new that they're connecting gates now. In the past, they were the bridging gates into higher levels up dimensions. But now we are at the state of connecting gates. I am just new to this at all. I just saw it and I'm excited what it's all about. And growing. They plant seeds now outside in the gates, sometimes onto the fields. So like I said, plant your seeds and go for high up. And seek for the persons who level you up and you feel very well with and cheered up. Yep. So now I come into the theme. I come to the theme of Oded Bibas from the Israel. So if you want to be for this theme here also, and if not, I am already saying bye-bye and very much power for leveling up your savings. So yesterday, as I said, I was watching the news and suddenly I felt this great energy, because I was like grasping for air and like seeking for help, because I am not a huge fan of news, of manipulated informations, of emotional informations, fake infos. So I'm quite grateful that she came yesterday. Though I went through an emotional bath, of course. I was like, I was shivering and I was sitting there and later on lying on the ground. But she came and she had messages like, don't forget and remember that we dream here, a fractal dream. First of all, we have this timeline here that you can only experience one after one by one. It's not like in the multi-dimension that you have everything at once. Multi-dimension is already balanced out energies, but we have here high and lows and everything. So she said, don't forget that, the high and the lows and the fractal things. It's like your soul is so great. It's a frequency of having the urge to experience, and you zoom into life and you zoom into this life and you zoom into information. So it's just assuming. And she said the dreams that we dream here are not always the dreams that we dreamt before we came into this life. Here we have the imagination, the picture of the family, everything is good or should be good and fine and everything, but the dreams that we dreamt beyond before we came here is the dream of the soul, of the frequency that constantly wants to make experiences, and this is a complete different thing. It's like always when I work with deceased people, and people who are left behind, they always ask me, and do they love me, and everything was so good and blah blah. And like I told you once, I don't like that at all, because often it was not the case that they were always good together and that they made always good experiences, and they suffered a lot sometimes, but also they want to suffer, and people don't understand that sometimes. Like once he is a medium too, it's what's his name, Pascal Fockenhuber. He is from the Swiss, and he said he was even working with police once in a case of a crime, and he channeled the energy around the scene of the crime, and it was a young girl, and they asked her what she says, and he said that she is so happy that she was killed, and now she is on the other side and she's in the light. And it's so hard. You experience that. We as mediums, we experience that, but it's so hard for me, for example, to tell that someone, I have to be honest, but to tell that someone because they think you've lost your mind. But it is like that. They are so, when you die, you have feelings, and people who had a near-death experience can talk about that it's so amazingly wonderful that you don't want to trade to come here again. Don't want to change your state anymore, and they are even thankful for people who killed them, for example, because we see always the ending, we see always the bad, the suffering, but it's just until a certain time, like I said, timeline, and then they are dead. But things, she's saying also too, things go on and go on and go on and beyond, and they are at peace and in light, and it's just so wonderful. Yeah. So the other thing is that about the Hamas is that the truth is that their structure is actually a call for help, because they are so emotionally driven that they even forget that they're human sometimes, and what they are doing at all. They lose everything. But their message is also to demonstrate this power and to say it's not funny to deal with us, and look at us. We can lose our mind. We can do whatever we want. But in general, it's a call for help deep down. So yesterday, after that, I started to pray for them, because people often, they tend to pray for the victims. But isn't it more important to pray for the villains? Because they will do it over and over and again, and it's like, it's like when people say my house is haunted, so they are still haunting Earth, and they are not enlightened concepts are still haunting here. And I prayed that I put this multidimensional new thing into their consciousness, that they start to feel at ease, that they see the greater picture most of all, and that they can calm down because they see more than they just saw before. And it was about that multi-dimensional thing. She was using this also yesterday, because I felt her so much there in Israel, and I saw so many more things. This was why I was so shaken up. I saw like a watery essence, like you tap into water. It's crazy to describe, but she was using her consciousness within the multidimensional consciousness so that she can be everywhere. Because as you know, the dead ones, they can just be somewhere at a time, because they are not in the multi-dimension. Jesus, for example, angels, blah blah blah, they can be everywhere in all the channels and all the people and all the scenes and circumstances, and so they're using that. And it's so cool, because it's the offer also from her that in us and everyone, that we can use this to be everywhere and to apply all the skills we've learned and all the positive energies and the consciousness energies. You can apply it now, and it's like rain is touching this. She's showing me now, like rain is touching this this dimension, and like letting it shiver with this new vibrational energy, so that we can align to this new multi-dimensional energy. It's crazy. It's so beautiful. And this is why they say it's all connecting now. We are synchronizing and have more and more the abilities to experience everything. Even it was hard yesterday to, of course, to receive her energy, because it's really hard one, earth-wise. But when you always see the greater picture, then you can understand. And this is the thing always, sometimes I do so hard to channel. Or for example, once people said, because I didn't know so much what my deceased cat, what the cause of her death was, and I was so hesitant to go in this energy. And all my friends said, I want to channel her, and I couldn't somehow because I was so scared. But always when you do that and you see so much the greater picture, it's everything is okay. So you don't need to worry. It's just always what you're scared of, what you fear is always just this only 3D energy. So this was first I was like knocked out, but then she got me back, and yeah, like she says, using the dimensions, bridging the dimensions, and then it was again about interdimensional consciousness, interdimensional connection. So everything is always here. It's not that we die and we are out of everything. It's all, everything goes on and on and on, and everything has a deep explanation. And I just wanted to tell you this to clear a little bit and to calm you also and make it a little bit at ease, the situation, to share it because she wanted that I share it. Yeah, that's all. So I wish you that you can use this interdimensional connection and your new abilities, new insights. I'm sending you all my multi-dimensional heart energies, and yeah, from touching your heart, wishing you all the best. You diamond out there, shine your light into this world.